Hi folks, Caroline here, and I just wanted to record a video about a kind of a little breakthrough I've had in my journey, my personal journey to uncovering my true authentic self and living a life as authentically as possible. Now, this is an ongoing journey. This is kind of like my current mission in life, I suppose, as part of my own personal development, but I kind of had a bit of an interesting experience this week through a kind of treatment. I don't know what to call it. Treatment, is that the right word? This thing I've been going through. Sounds terrible to call it a thing. It's not a thing. It's really important. Let's call it a course of treatment from a friend of mine who I've met through my online business community, and she's setting herself up to do this kind of line of work. She originally started in kinesiology and she's moved into this kind of, I think she called it Psych-K is the methodology she's using, but it's basically helping people to identify and remove subconscious blockers. Now, I'm doing this program for her, or she's doing this program for me. I'm kind of a guinea pig for her to get testimonials for her website, but it's been one hell of an interesting process. We're 5 sessions into a 6-session course now, and so much stuff has come up and come out of it. It's fascinating. It's kind of really delving deep into my subconscious, into patterns, into beliefs, into things in my past experiences that have created blocks in some way to being who I want to be, the person I want to be, or the person I think I am, or whatever. Anyway, so what came up this week was she uncovered, or together we uncovered, a belief that I had no idea I harboured, and I had no idea how it had affected me in the way I live my life, in the way I reacted to people. Because the main kind of thread that we've been going through, like broadly, it's gone into a lot of different tangents, but the main thread we've been following throughout these 6 sessions is people pleasing. That's been one of the things that I feel has held me back, is that from being where I want to be in my life and who I want to be in my life is that I'm a serial people pleaser. I want to make everyone else happy, because making everyone else happy makes me happy. Now, anybody who's done any sort of personal development will know that that's a fallacy, and that basing our happiness on somebody else's happiness is a waste of time, because we can't control whether somebody else is or isn't happy, no matter what we do. That's their bag. You know, we can only control our own happiness. And so we've been going down this route of people pleasing. But anyway, the belief that kind of came out of this session was something that has been imprinted on me since a child, like I'm sure a lot of you, and that is respecting one's elders. Now, the interesting thing is that how this has played out is that I kind of was taught when I was younger that adults know best, and therefore anybody who's older than me, more experienced in life, knows more than I do, and knows better than I do. You know, and I'm sure a lot of you have experienced, whether you're, you know, as a parent or as a child. You know, imagine a parent saying to a child, "Do as I say," you know, because I'm the adult here. I know best. I know better than you. You know, I'm trying to protect you. It's coming from a loving place, but it's like, listen to what I say. I know best. You know, I know more than you. Which, as a young child, is true. But as you grow up as a teenager and so on, you know, so the experience that came up was an experience when I was choosing my A-levels, and I really wanted to do business studies. But I was convinced by adults, people that knew better than me, to do economics instead of business studies. 2 very similar related subjects, economics being much broader, much wider scope in terms of, you know, world economics and macroeconomics and banks and systems and all this kind of stuff, whereas business studies is more narrowly focused on, you know, a business and how a business operates in the economic environment around it. Now, I think I perhaps had an entrepreneurial spirit back then, I don't know, but I was something in me, there was a knowing in me that knew I wanted to learn about business and I wanted to do business studies. But I was convinced to do economics. Now, I did economics and I enjoyed it and I learned a lot and it was brilliant and it was great. But the point is that, again, I was being told by people older than me that they knew better what was best for me, and I didn't know myself. And I think that has gone on, you know, that has then been, what's the word? I've forgotten the word. That's been, anyway, it's turned into, let's use that word, a belief that I don't know what's best for me and that other people know better. And once I kind of like had that light bulb moment, I looked back and thought, crikey, I do that so often. You know, in my SFM journey, for example, the number of times I've had coaches or been on coaching courses with people or other people who are older than me, and they're telling me stuff, and I'm kind of passing it through my own filters and thinking, no, that doesn't really work for me. I'm not sure that's right for me, but I've said, okay, well, I'll give it a try. Because in my mind, you're an adult, you know better, you've lived longer, you've had more experience, you know what I need more than I know myself. And now I realise that that's actually a belief pattern, you know, a pattern or a belief that was imprinted on me from such an early age. And I can choose to let go of that, because that's not always the case. You know, I believe, and this is another part of what we've been going through on this process I've been doing with this girl Sarah, is to unblock patterns that we don't want and replace them with ones that we do want. And I want to operate from my gut, from my intuition, because there's some things that you just know, and I believe that my path in life is being driven from some higher purpose or whatever you want to call it, but I know I get these feelings when I'm on course or off course, and I think that this, you know, following what adults have told me, what other people, older people have told me, has taken me off course sometimes, because I've trusted them to know better, to know what's best for me more than I know myself. And as soon as I've let go of that, because so in the last session we basically reprogrammed that belief, and so now all of a sudden I don't have it anymore. And now I'm seeing so many situations where people are telling me stuff, and I can now much more critically evaluate that for myself and say, is that what I believe? And no, actually it's not. And so no, I don't have to take that on. I don't have to take that. I know myself. I know better what's best for myself and what I need, what I want, what I value, and so on and so forth. And so all of a sudden I feel like I'm much better able to make decisions about what I want to do, where I want to go, who I want to be, and can let go of more stuff. That's been quite interesting. I don't know if that makes any sense to you whatsoever, but yeah, there's so many situations where things from our childhood, where things that our parents told us, you know, like I say, totally from a place of love, from a place of protecting us and helping us to grow up to be, you know, the kind of human beings that they wanted us to be, have had knock-on implications throughout the rest of our life that, you know, we've no idea, sometimes we don't know why we do things the way we do. And this has just given me a little bit of an insight into one of those patterns. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you folks, just to perhaps, in case that might be a pattern in your life or a theme in your life, that you bow to the greater knowledge of your elders, and that might be why. And it's up to you whether you choose to continue with that belief or replace it, if you wish to, if that's right for you, you know, whatever works for you. But yeah, just wanted to share that, folks. So once the computer goes off, sorry, lost light. But yeah, anyway, hope you're well. Lots of love, and I will see you in another video. Take care for now. Bye bye.